I had so many questions about what's happening in Van Alstyne in regards to roads and thoroughfares after the town hall that we had. And so I brought in the expert. This is Josh Marr. He's the Grayson County Commissioner for Precinct 1, which is here in Van Alstyne. So he's brought the thoroughfare map and we're gonna go over it. He's gonna explain what he knows is gonna change and the estimated timeline that he knows, which we know is gonna change. So we'll get some estimates and answer some questions. Farmington, that was something I shared in my stories. Let's go over Farmington. So as far as the color key, what do these colors mean?
So this is a thoroughfare plan that was created by the MPO, Metropolitan Planning Organization, and that's made up of different mayors within the county. And what we try to do is a thoroughfare plan that makes travel north, south, east, west very convenient throughout the county as we grow. Now the blue lines are going to be your major arterial, which are 6 lanes, so 3 in both directions with the median. And your red lines are going to be a minor arterial, which are 4 lanes, so 2 lanes in both directions with a median. And your green line is basically a main corridor, which is like a TxDOT highway that is planned to come through the area.
So that green line that you just highlighted is which road?
This green line here is kind of the north bypass for 121. So currently 121 is down here on the red line. That's where everybody travels from Van Alstyne to Gunner. The new thoroughfare would actually have it going north around town, so that way we have a bigger right-of-way. We get away from downtown Van Alstyne, evens it up, cuts out all these big old S-curves that are currently within, that are on 121. Again, it's just a proposal basically at this time. They're basically a crayon marking on the map. So these are ideas. If developments come along, let's say developments here on Farmington Road, we've already had plenty of development through here. Some of these developments that have been in here, they've already dedicated right of way. So on this particular road with the blue line, we had to have 110 foot for the full length. So that's 55 feet both sides. So when a development comes in here, normally any property, your property line goes to the middle of the road. That's called prescriptive right of way. So when it's developed, if you sell your property, developer comes in, replats it, they have to dedicate for the blue line 55 feet of their property for the right of way of this half of the road.
So seeing that FM 121 is not the major TxDOT road that it was once going to be, what do you think is going to change for downtown Van Alstyne at like 75?
Well, hopefully, and the city is putting a lot of pressure, so is the county putting a lot of pressure to get a new bridge built right here at 75 and 121. I think they are getting tired of hearing it from us. But basically what we're going to try to do is get a bypass that comes over the north side of town with 121. And then we're going to look at 3133, which is here. And we're going to look at trying to bypass the south side of town with 3133. And hopefully this will become a highway that runs all the way along the county line out to Gunner and keeps going
So it'll
west.
be 3133 that eventually would be a major thoroughfare then on the south side?
Correct. Basically, yeah. So that way we have 3133 on the south, 121 on the north. Kind of does your bypasses around Van Alstyne. So if there's traffic coming, that doesn't need to stop in Van Alstyne, go shopping in Van Alstyne, they can get around town, and that will free up our congestion on the interior. So you're able to get to these downtown shops and businesses a lot easier.
So let's talk timeline. I know that you said it kind of depends on development. What do we think about Farmington or Lincoln Park? When are those going to be widened?
So when they're going to be widened is definitely a question that can't be answered. These could be anywhere from, you're probably looking at 10 years before you see any sections being built. Could be 20, could be 30 years. Again, depends on that development. And obviously when we get closer to town where developments are happening, these will probably occur a little bit quicker. When we get outside up here to where these it's still a bunch of farmland, nothing's going to change here until a development comes in. The county does not have funds to go buy right away, and I know the cities do not either. So development's the key thing to all of this.
In regards to the developments on Van Alstyne, I think the Megatel development's been the #1 thing discussed. Any insight?
With Megatel, there's not much we know on the county side. I know the city's been dealing with them a little bit. So basically, I know it's a large community that's wanting to come in with at least 3,100 homes, mixed use and everything. So I think they're still trying to get their MUD application approved through the state, through TCEQ. I don't know, I think that's on the back stages of that. Once that is done, then I'm sure they're going to be bringing a development or a a plat to us to try to go through their phases of building those homes and commercial businesses along now Blythe Road. It's no longer West Farmington. So they'll border Fielder, Hodgins, Farmington Road, Blythe, and Hackberry will be that will continue up through their development. So once when they come to build, it's going to be a lot of houses on the north side of our town.
Is that going to be in city limits?
Currently, I do not believe they want to go in the city limits, so that will be another large suburban development in the unincorporated areas of the county, which they will come and use all the amenities of the city, all the food and drive the roads, but they will not be paying any city taxes to improve those roads. So that's kind of where we hope that the proposed sales tax that the county has coming up on the ballot will help out, because those residents that live in that community will at least be providing a sales tax to the unincorporated area or to the special district that will help improve the roads and for fire and EMS, also maybe some additional policing for those unincorporated areas that are having these large developments wanting to come into the county. With the Thoroughfare plan, it's always a moving, kind of a fluid situation. I've been looking at the current Thoroughfare plan. I've already have suggested a couple route changes, one over in the Gunter area, and I'm actually looking at another Thoroughfare route change that will run east and west. I think after October comes around, we'll be looking at that. So always trying to use what's the best path? Do we just go through open field that has nothing there, or do we want to try to utilize some of the roads we currently have, so that way we're not having to take away right-of-way dedication from development? They're able to use that land to their development better. So we're always trying to fine-tune the Thoroughfare plan to what we think is going to work best to get traffic east, west, and north and south through the county.